Happy Friday, everyone. How you feeling out there? What's going on? I'm sitting in the house because it's raining a little bit outside. If the rain stops, I'm gonna head out there. I enjoy it out there. Man, my messages are blowing up. I'm sorry for the time change. I was so excited to see what Emmy had to say on her live stream beneath the headstones tonight. I thought she would be on there longer. It was shy of an hour, so I was like, "Oh shit, I don't want to wait an hour." That's good because I've got to wake up super early tomorrow, living that productive life. I'm going to play one of my favorite intros. Hope you guys like it. Again, sorry for the time change. I know we'll probably lose a couple people as a result. Um, that's fine. We'll be on for, I think, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours tonight. Nothing crazy. Um, enjoy the intro. And I do have just a small bit of commentary of a community post that I saw today. Enjoy the tune, and we'll get right into it. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy Friday night. Hope everyone's feeling well out there. It's an appropriate time to grab your drinks, maybe have a smoke if you'd like. Look at us, all adults at Friday night. This is an appropriate time to do such things, not 11 a.m. I just want to start with a quick message about some of the drama that's been going on here on the channel for the last couple of days, and then we'll have some fun. Hope you have your questions ready. I did see, this is directly for Jones, and I did see your community post, and I did appreciate it. I know a lot of people may have misinterpreted what you said there. I don't disagree with any of it. I think it was respectful, and I just hope going forward here we could be at least civil to one another when we pass in these streets. It's a small world here, and maybe a few things I would debate about it, but in general, I think it was a respectful message, and I'm with it. I'm with it, and I feel that I also think that you're a good person, and it's just some fucked up shit that we experienced here on YouTube, and we can be grown-ups. I mean, there's no need to. I guess there's no better way to say it. There's really bad people here. She ain't one of them. I'm not going to say I'm one of them, but that's up for you guys to decide. I think it was a positive message all the way around. I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to see it. I'm not going to go ahead and read it and pick it apart and all of that. There's no sense in that. It's a fucked up world, and there are real bad guys here. She ain't one of them. And yes, my feelings were hurt. You are absolutely right. But I mean, I'm a grown up. I can handle that shit. Let me see here. Let me get into chat. I think Ninja was first, but in my chat here, the first one I see is Brenda Sue. Make my way through here. Summer's in the house. Queen Bella, so great to see you. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. Yeah, let's give them something to screen snipe if they need to. I am here for questions, so once I give the cue, feel free to go ahead and start asking the questions. If we run out of questions, I would like to go ahead and show you the psychopath that screen sniped me last night. Of course, she went ahead and deleted all of her live streams. She keeps fucking doing this, like hiding her shit, whatever, you crazy asshole. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make you any saner. I do believe that she's the person that's been pestering headstones and headlines. There's no way to prove it. Scumbags like that will never admit to shit. So, I mean, let the roaches scurry is what I say. Eventually, someone will turn on the light. I might just be that guy. Hell, it might be Summer that does it. In any case, let me just quickly greet everyone. Let's see, man, this really put me far behind. Okay, so I got Legally Blonde, Queen Bella, Rod is in the house. Hope you're doing well, bud. Ninja Orchids number 8. We must have woke Ninja up. I actually have no idea what time it is in Spain. Dynadu 420, what's up, party people? Yes, please hit the thumbs up. That helps the channel a lot. Okay, now I'm back in the restream chat. Lunatic Farmer in the house. Randa Smith, so good to see you. And thanks everyone for the contributions to the channel earlier today. I felt like Easy was in the chat. That's amazing. I never expect that, but it is greatly appreciated. Grain is in the house. What's up, Grain? Summer. Narcos Clips. Hope you're doing well. I'm also paying attention to the protests in Chicago, friend. What a world. Hey, there's headstones as we speak. That's okay. I just modded you up on here. Okay, you're back as yourself. Good to see you, Lunatic. I hope you're well. Zoe Trope is in the house. What's going on? Amy Lynn, good to see you. It's like we just hung out not too long ago. I did a quick time change, so it's good. I'm good with this amount of people, although my haters that sit around and with 7 people in there chatting and be like, he only has 55 people. Quality, not quantity, friend. Double check to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. YouTube can be funky sometimes. Just an amateur, thank you so much for being here. Number 20, Crystal Langford, pleasure having you as always. Limey, the non-grifting dumpster squirrel. Let's see. Limey says, "What up, you all fine as fuck squirrels? I'm on an immediate crash out, earbud in the bush. I'm on back-to-back 13-hour work shifts and home 2 hours and getting up soon and be kind to yo and why it costs nothing. Be kind to each other. Look at me, the most terrible reader of acronyms in the world. You guys are learning me. Crystal is famous. Crystal's badass. You know, I'm so lucky to have badass people. Look, SoFlo Mama's in the house. I have some of the best fucking humans in my chat, for sure. Limey says, yep, got to crash out. Thanks, guys. I'll be tuned in, and good night. Stay out of those chalk lines. It's one of the best catchphrases on YouTube. I'm tempted at times to steal it, but then I realize I'll be an unoriginal, sloppy asshole just like the people at the Hive. That's not a poo-poo chair reference. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see Emmy's, the end of Emmy's live stream. Did anybody pick up that microphone? Because she slammed that shit on the ground. Something about people that don't curse for often, whenever they do, it's so much more fucking impactful. For real. Kansas City Chiefs for life. Good to see you. Like I said, little to no pressure tonight. Just a kickback. I did a super chat goal in my morning live, and in exchange for that, I am doing a second question and answer here. I know some people missed the last one. I expected to see Marie the main in here. She always has interesting questions, but she didn't show up. So, oh well. Smoking 71 is in the house. Hey man, I hope your appointment went well. I am interested in what you ate because you were starving. Must have got lost back in the house. Oi, oi, oi. You know, I've got the best fucking sister in the world. Her and her husband went out to see a movie, and she texted me. She's like, do you want anything while I'm out? And guess what I answered? Cheeseburger. She was like, you got it. Where do you want it from? I said, I don't care. Just surprise me. Solo Rider, so good to see you. Did I miss anybody? Sinner, I had a relative that lived in Chicago and moved to another state. A friend texted them, said it was bad. I know. I got a couple buddies there too. Family members detained, and wife won't leave the house. Also got a friend stopped. I'm sure friends of yours know their rights, Narcos, just as well as you do. You're under no obligation to talk to anybody unless you broke the law. It's called reasonable, articulable suspicion. Any authority figure has to say and have it make sense to you that you did commit a crime, what that crime is. You have to actively be committing a crime, or they have to say with confidence that you were going to commit a crime. I know there's lots of gray area in there, but I say turn the fucking camera on and keep it rolling. You know what I'm talking about, man. And that's good advice for anyone out there. Narco said, was told Lucky had their paperwork. Was told Lucky they had their paperwork and don't speak Spanish. It's terrifying, man. Had a few bohemias this evening. Nice. If you are out there having a few drinks or whatever you're up to, make sure you don't get in that car. The man that pulls you over will have no mercy on you. And that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you hurt yourself or you hurt someone else. Now, if you're out on a farm or out on the ranch, feel free to go out and do donuts. Just don't hurt yourself. Wait, Marie missed it again? Well, I just started, so maybe she'll show up. Like I said, I had this scheduled for 9 o'clock. I thought Emmy would go at least an hour and a half, but it was just shy of an hour. So I was like, shit, I might as well go. Dusty Garbage Girl, so good to see you. Don't forget to comment much. Oh, don't get to comment much, but I'm here. Hey, Sinner and Mods in chat. Good to see you, Dusty Garbage Girl. It's okay to hang out in the bushes. Just be careful because there's some real gnarly people down there. My haters, they like to hang out in the bushes. That's okay. They seem like bush people anyways. By the way, hi haters. Hope you're having the best night ever. Probably not. Probably not. Something that's part of the Pittsburgh accent that's coming back to me. For some reason, the people here, they don't say probably. They say probably. Probably not. It's wild. Are you guys familiar with the term red up by chance? Just like it sounds, R-E-D up. It means to ready up a room. It means like to straighten it up, clean it up, vacuum, take out the trash. Sometimes I'm shocked after being on the West Coast and out west for so long when someone said to me, hey, I got to red up. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Let's see. I was number 3 hitting the button, but I just now got here. Sorry. No problem, Brendy Sue. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Narco says, they do know their rights, but it doesn't matter right now. Getting horrible to even be in the States. Yeah. The most terrible thing is I have no advice at all. I just say keep the camera rolling if you can. I did that today. It was too fun. You did donuts today? Awesome. It rained here pretty good. I guess I could have gone out and done donuts if I wanted to. What's up, Donna Do? I think I have lots of bushes. In the bush. Oh, no, not today. Bushes I stay. I'm pretty dang vocal. Just always working. Oh, I got you. So you got me in the earbuds. Tell your coworkers to take it easy on you. Lee Zimmerman. Is it Lee Zimmerman? They are served. Yes, indeed. All the bad guys got served today with C&Ds, I believe. Although they're acting as though they didn't. Waka waka. Let's face it, a C&D is nothing more than a warning. Hey, if you keep up your shit, there's a distinct possibility that I'll pursue charges against you. But these people don't give a fuck. They're living, walking, felon, criminal goons, dude. They don't care. They're trying to call someone's bluff. Ooh, there's real dangers in calling someone's bluff. Trust me. Let's see. I rarely get to catch lives. Well, I'm glad you got to catch this one. There won't be too much on the screen except the lemon head and the bouncing bubble here. Brenda Sue said, Elevated Truth right now is running his mouth about Brittany or trying to set her up. I'm sick of this bull. C-U-N-T. Yeah, I'm there with you. I can't even watch that dude, man. I watched him with the fucking chicken head on, and I was just like, all right, I can't take this person seriously. I would say I can't take this man seriously, but I can't take that person seriously. I don't think he qualifies as a man. Mr. Big Head, Skinny Legs. What's up, Alligator? Good to see you. What time is it over there? I guess sometimes I check. They got them papers they've been asking for, but acting like fools. Of course they would. How's that music? Is it too loud? I feel like it might be too loud. Let me turn it down just a hair. There we go. Hope you guys had a good day. The weekend is here. I mean, for a lot of us, that means nothing. Saturday's the same as Tuesday for me. The life of an artist. Hashtag self-employed. Lammy says, oh, one more thing, guys. And the most cringe AF saying on YouTube is when subscriber been here 9 months and the saying is, we just had a YouTube baby. I'm not about that. You'll never hear me say that. After I just said it from reading your chat, I will never say that again. Idiotic saying it never goes down well. No, man. Especially these baby sniffing man haters saying that shit. It freaks me out. Truth Seeker's in the house. Good to see you, Truth Seeker. See you saying hi, economist. I don't know. Does anyone else see someone named economist? I don't see them. Maybe that's a typo. I typically speak typonese, but economist is such a specific word. Good to see you, Rod. Hope you're well. I'm fixing to do it. I'm going to. I know what fixing to means. I know what down yonder means too. Let's see. Grain says, took the CRV through the fields, knocking down weeds, hillbilly style. That's awesome. I love that shit. I did a bit of that in Colorado. The cool thing about Colorado, I mean, it rained while I was out there almost once a day. Pretty good downpour, so it did make some pretty good mud. Nanny Sharon's in the house. Good to see you. Okay, I'm ready whenever you guys are. Texas Blue Eyes, good to see you. Truth Seeker says, Brittany has kept quiet about him. I haven't had a chance to check. I've been on my own program. Brittany was in my chat earlier today. Still getting shit for having Brittany's back. I don't care. I don't care. I have no reason not to. It's funny how the world works. If someone's got your back, you have their back. That's sort of how it works, you know. Legally Blunt says, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. I'm only 1 minute behind in chat, so I'm not sure I missed anything. He likes dressing up in women's clothes. Hey, man, it's not my thing, but if that's your thing, I don't judge. Just don't touch me. Actually, I hate when any strangers touch me. The people in my city are very touchy, too. I'm not a big fan. Why do people want to put their hand on your shoulder when they're talking to you? It's like, dude, I'm already looking right at you in the face. You don't have to touch me. It takes some getting used to. If I know you, that's a whole different story. But for fuck's sake, people. Kansas City Chief said, I did my Walmart order high last night. Oops, got 10 bags of different Halloween candy. That's awesome. Can never have enough candy. Scooting along. Oh, Truth Seeker, good. Okay. I thought it was just like, you just never know around here. Someone could just be trolling me and I can't see them. Kansas City said, or his headstone says, Kansas City, I got mine tonight and realized I forgot coffee. Oh, no. Oh, no. My sister gets her coffee delivered from the coffee company, so it comes in this big fancy box. Green Mountain, give a shout out if you want to sponsor my channel. I love that shit. I even had decaf. That's what I just had about an hour ago, and it tastes exactly the same as the regular coffee. I swear you can placebo somebody with that. I did watch a video of someone who, college party, they called his buddy. He was like, I'll supply the beer tonight. You guys don't get anything. And he took a keg of non-alcoholic beer to the party, and everybody got drunk off of it. He placeboed the whole fucking room. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. People were taking keys off each other to look out for them. There was no alcohol in the beer. If that doesn't tell you how easily influenced humans are, nothing will. Lee says, they will be playing the C&D blues. I tell you what, I've received the C&D in the past. You're either going to take it seriously or you're running the risk of ending up in a courtroom. I don't recommend going to court. Brennan Sue says, oh, I can't live without coffee. I can't live without coffee. Heads, he's singing. Your idol growing up? Ooh. Well, it's always been sports. As growing up, it was Mario Lemieux. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that guy. He's a hockey player for the Pittsburgh Penguins. For a lot of reasons. I think, he not only was he, just behind Gretzky and one of the greatest hockey players ever. That was my sport as a kid. I loved it so much. I didn't play it. Don't get me wrong. I only ran track as a sport, but he was one of my idols. And then he got sick. I think he got Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he played. He took big chunks of the season off, but he came back and he played just as well. Just like amazing man. It was either him or Tom Barrasso, my goalie. Sorry, mate. I don't know why I did it that many times. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. True Seeker is very affectionate. Yeah, but with strangers, there's rules, man. I can tell the difference when someone's being menacing or just, that's the way they are. Also, people really get close to you here. I mean, it's something I'm not used to. California people are more fickle. Cheers, everyone. Back up off the deck. Get off my deck. Let's see. He did dress up as a chicken, or was it a cat? I don't know. I thought it was some type of fucking wolf or something. Terrible. Terrible. Queen Bella says, Brenda, I thought you really loved coffee. Oh, I see. Yes, that was. I thought you were singing a song that I wasn't familiar with. Grain always tries to get me to sing. So does Marie. I was talking about Elevated Truths. Yeah, he's a fucking. I don't understand. I mean, not to keep harping on it, but the dude, one night he dresses up as a pervert, and then the next night he has like the council of reasonable people, or what I thought to be reasonable people. Fucking Nanya. I'll just say it. Nanya went up there and treated him like he was a regular person. It's like, what the fuck is happening right now? Of course, you guys know I'm a little bitter that they would sit with someone like that, but any kind of beef I have with them, I'm not worth their time. That's okay. I am a army of one, so to speak. A lone wolf. I'm fine with that. I've got a team of moderators and a couple of friends here, and I'm good that way. Crystal says, safety tip of the day, stay away from men that have cat costume on the ready. I did catch at the beginning of his next live stream, he was trying to justify it. He was just like, you guys just don't have a costume laying around? And he goes, or maybe I just ordered it overnight. Dude, someone that's like hawking used sports memorabilia, like a live stream fucking yard sale, isn't going to be dropping dime for. I mean, those kind of costumes are very expensive. As I look at costumes for Halloween, just a Halloween mask is expensive. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going. He's a CEO after all, right? But I need a soundboard. The Walmart here has Green Mountain. Oh, it's so good. Have you tried it? I mean, I haven't tried it, like bags of it. My sister gets Keurig pods. So fucking good. So good. I'm trying to look for questions. Saturday here smoking. Oh yeah, of course, you guys. I try to look and see what time it is in London. I try to look and see what time it is in Australia, because I know a lot of you guys are from those areas. I even look to see what temperatures are. Why can't the world just agree on using Fahrenheit or Celsius? Like, what is going on? Like leftover cake, yum. Smoking 71 said, we've done with that with weed before. People keep showing up day after day and never contributed. That happens in my neighborhood too. We'd roll up parsley and pass it around. That's so fucking funny, dude. You know what? That's offensive. I would be so offended. Although I'm not the guy that is mooching, so it's all good. They deserve it, especially if it's the same motherfucker every time. That happened in, that was college days. Like grown-ups don't mooch. Let's see. I don't know if you have Sonics near you, but they use Green Mountain to make their coffee. Oh, I had no idea. I do have Sonic. Hey, there's Marie. Good to see you. Actually, a mouse. LOL. Oh, it was a mouse. Okay, I couldn't tell exactly what it was. I mean, I couldn't tell because he was clucking like a chicken and meowing like a cat. How in the fuck does someone like that? How is, like, this is real talk, and this got nothing to do with any kind of conversation that they were having there. How does someone like that? How are they taken seriously, man? I'll never understand it. If I ever do that, I expect everyone to unsubscribe from me instantly. Unless I can't think of any scenario where I'll ever do that ever in my entire life. And I'm a pretty, adventurous person, but that's fucking above and beyond. I do want to have one other comment about that conversation they were having. I literally saw motherfuckers discussing that conversation like Nanya is so brave and comparing her to Charlie Kirk that would go out and debate people. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Whoever thinks that conversation equates to going to a college campus and debating politics with someone is fucking goofy as fuck, dude. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. In fact, I went ahead and I am unsubscribed for the person that had that fucking opinion because I think that's dangerous, dude. That's crazy. The bitch is no martyr, dude. What are we talking about here? I want carrot cake now. Ooh, I love carrot cake. Marlena is in the house. Good to see you. Yo, what's up, everyone? Happy mother freaking Friday. Grain says, I like when you read lyrics like it's a sentence and then catch on midway. You get me all the time. It was so hard to stop kissing people on the cheeks when I left Hawaii for the mainland. Seems so rude not to do it. That's funny. Try that shit in Japan. People will run away from you. Yeah, I guess it was a mouse. Now thinking about it. Crystal had the best comment today. Did I miss it? Shit. Headstone says, hey, Marie. I love Sonic the triple smasher with chili cheese fries. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm a sucker for In-N-Out double animal style. And with some jalapenos thrown in there. It makes a fucking mess, but totally worth it. I'd rather be messy than hungry. What is Laura bitching about? I don't know. I unsubscribed, canceled my membership. Like even when she was in my chat the other day, yesterday, I was just like, yes, Laura, I agree with that, and you can eat a bag of dicks. Like, I'm not gonna be. There's no niceties left for fake ass people, dude. Go sell your candles. I wish you all the best. Marie is in the house. Let's see what Marie has to ask. Metric system, please. What the fuck? I agree. Why are you gonna fucking get everything goofy? Let's see. It was hot last night. I had to put the air conditioning on. This house that I'm in, my sister's house, stays chilled. It's nice and cool. Some do daily. How far behind am I? 2 minutes. I'm killing it. That motherfucker was misrepresenting Chuck E. Cheese. Well said, sir. Oh my God. Smoking 71. If you're not subscribed to Lab After Dark or The Lab with Josh, you got it. He's got such a great sense of humor. You'll like it, man. What's up, Citizen Sleuth? Good to see you. Grain asks, if you could be animal, God damn, you're gonna make me do the animal thing. I'd be a lemon. That's not an animal. Shit. What would I choose and why? That's a double question. Oh, geez, there's so many cool. I think I would be some type of eagle. Not a bald eagle because they stick out like a sore thumb. Something more conspicuous. Or a hawk. Just for the vantage point. You know, you could be up high and have piercing eyes and just see everything for miles. Maybe not miles, but you know what I'm saying. I'd be an eagle. No, I think I would be a human because we enjoy music the best. And let's face it, we are fucking savage animals after all. If you dressed up as animal, what would it be? The only animal I've ever dressed up as is a chongo, as a gorilla for Halloween. Had a cheap gorilla suit and enjoyed downtown State Street in Santa Barbara like a madman. That's how I learned what ape means in Spanish. Chongo. Everyone's calling me Chongo. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Kept looking behind me like someone named Chongo was going to be standing there. But I don't see myself putting on an animal costume anytime soon, unless there's a big fat bag of cash involved in it. He only has a following because Clue and then Dolly. Exactly that. Like I said, I would even, because he was just like, I don't even know who Sinner is. Well, why the fuck you saying my name then, brah? And if he knew what his friends and the people at the Hive have pulled on me, he probably would, because a small part of him seems like under that small brain and those skinny legs, it seems like he might have like some rationale to him, but he would never do that. He would never have the balls to have a debate with me because he would end up agreeing with me and then he would lose a bunch of subscribers because he thrives and survives off of having really bad people support him. He's one of those tofu motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like he's just a block of plain tofu. Whatever you sprinkle upon him, that's what he becomes. He's got no loyalty. He wears a hat that's too fucking small for his head. Like he's got multiple problems. Um, there's no longevity in being supported by just dirtbags. Um, what you guys know about me, I have good guys that hate me and bad guys that hate me. I'm a true independent. Honesty is dangerous to everyone around. Crystal was in the Kung Fu and short. No autographs, please. Oh yes, I saw that. I didn't know what Crystal. Of course, I should have assumed. We can watch that here in a bit if you want. Jalapenos on everything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the only thing I don't put hot sauce on is hot sauce. And cereal. I mean, that'd be crazy. Double animal style. The fuck you say? Yeah. Google it. That's a burger from In-N-Out. Just the sauce that they put on it. Mustard and sauce. With jalapenos, yes. Cakes Boo, so good to see you. Another Aussie in the house. I don't see too many. Oh, I am subscribed to Josh. Oh, good. I need to spend more time over there. I've been, like I said, moving from the West Coast back east, being in Eastern time zone. It's fucking me up, man. All the shit that I used to watch late at night, I'm missing out on because, oh man, midnight rolls around. I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. I like Lab After Dark. Josh is a funny guy. He is great. He is rad. Laura doesn't see how what she said about Brit was wrong. She's never going to. And the funny thing is, she'll just keep saying the same shit over and over again and saying, I don't see how it's wrong. Well, maybe you should just sit down. Goofy bitch. Dude, when she told me to sit down, I could not stop laughing. I was like, who in the world would ever, like, I'm your pet? Like, what the fuck? You can tell a grown man to sit down. You fucking go suckle on an Adderall. Shut up. Let's see. Laura doesn't seem to, let's see. She keeps saying, it's my opinion she's on opioids. Yeah, well, I mean, she's tweaking out, man. Problem is, she accused Brittany, then called her a liar. Big difference, Laura. I totally agree with you. And that's exactly why I had a falling out with her. It's not because I'm simping for Brittany or any of that shit. Just people are just fucking cruel and stupid for no reason. In that case, eat a bag of D's. I'd like to be a dolphin. That'd be pretty cool. Dolphins are freaks, though. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but it's crazy. The worst place I was stationed? Oh, man. My North Carolina friends are going to get mad at me for this, but definitely Jacksonville, North Carolina. It was also interesting because I was away from home, and it was one of the first places I was stationed away from home. I went there straight after boot camp, so I don't really remember too much of it because I was so preoccupied with the training I was doing there, but there wasn't the best vibe there. Although most of the locals, I had one cab driver that I got his car, and he was really awesome. He showed me some shit. He kept trying to sell me weed out of the like he had this hollow spot in his steering wheel, and he popped it open and had all kinds of drugs. And I'm like, dude, I'm in the Marines, man. I can't do any of that. What are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, what the fuck, dude? What do you mean that's right? You just picked me up out in front of the main gate. Saboteur. My favorite Aussie actor? Oh man, I'm gonna be. I can't even. I mean, I can't even name 3. I don't know. Give me some options. I don't know who's. I don't know. It's. I mean, I know Margot Robbie. Who else is there? I don't know who else there is. Nicole Kidman. I can't really name too many male Australian actors. That's crazy. Sorry. Who else is there? Hugh Jackman? Well, it's got to be, I mean, a toss up between Margot Robbie and Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman is more classic, so I think it would be Nicole Kidman. I was looking for like Australian pop bands or Australian rock bands. I'm Googling this shit earlier today to try to find an intro. I don't know any of these bands. Was it King Lizard and whatever, that band? That's pretty cool. I don't know that much about Australia. I got to be honest. Oh, Eagle Eye, exactly. The lab's recent video on Charlie Kirk was really good. Very gentle example of Josh's discernment, which is even cooler than his humor. Yes, indeed. I mean, I always look for I always look for a reason to laugh. But that's in no way downplaying how genuine and sincere Josh is as well. I got to take it easy giving people compliments because every time I end up liking somebody, they end up fucking turning on me. So I don't want that to happen. Camp Lejeune, of course. I mean, it was crazy. I remember the strip club in near Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville. I think it was called the Driftwood. It was a disaster of a building, a fucking disaster. And of course, I mean, I was dragged there with my friends as just something to do. It was a disaster. My goodness. Do you have a bucket list? I do. Most of it is traveling. I mean, I'd like to write a book one day. Um, not so much a biography, but just stories of places I've seen and people I've met. I do keep in touch with people. Um, I really like to write letters to people. Um, it's difficult to do that with fellow YouTubers and stuff like that because we're all afraid to dox each other. But friends that I make along the way, I still have a couple pen pals in Tokyo. I actually still have a pen pal from like a sixth grade project that we did with someone in London. I still write back to that Christmas time. It used to be every couple of months, but now it's just for holidays. A bucket list, though. Um, Phew, that's tough. Um, I've done a lot of things that I really wanted to do. Um, if I went tomorrow, I'd be pretty happy, to be quite honest with you. I learned to scuba dive. I went skydiving. Um, I don't know. Let me think on that. If I could think, if anything pops into my head as I go through here, I'll come back to it. Thanks for the question. That's such a tough question. Um, really, my bucket list at this point is I just want, you know, to own a home. I want to build a home with my own hands. I don't want anything fancy. I've said it several times. I just want a barn in a field on a couple of acres. Um, Nothing crazy. The only crazy thing about the house that I want to build is I want one of the walls in the main living space to be on hinges so I can open that bitch up and just, have the air flow in. I know that's moderately unrealistic, but thanks to YouTube, I find examples of it all over the place. Um, I'd like to have. I think my bucket list at this point really all circles around that idea of building a barn dominium somewhere. I don't need much. I want to get some livestock. I want to get a couple of cows, some chickens, um, something that will give me a good routine that I can maintain for the rest of my life and try to live as long as I can. Funny thing about hard work, it enriches your life in such a way that you can live longer, especially if you're in a place with fresh air, some place that I can, get on a quad, go to the river, go to the pond and catch some fish, take them back to the house. I don't want much. I spent enough time in cities in my life. I'm ready for some peace and quiet. I want neighbors around. I don't want to be off the grid. Don't misunderstand me. I want to be on the edge of the grid. I still want all the, amenities of, you know, I want electricity, running water, all of that. I'm not trying to live off the grid. I just don't want neighbors. If my neighbor sneezes, like, I don't want to say, bless you, ET was different until he collaborated with Clue. He's way worse now. See, I only heard about him since he came in here with the goons. I heard he was different though. I heard he like pretended to be a cop and like had a cam slip and the whole shit fell apart. Let's see. I see Laura over there flipping out again. Yeah. I see every time someone mentions that Laura's live, I lose 5 viewers too. So waka waka. You got people walking the line. That's okay. Maybe that's why Marie, my moderator, is not here. I like moderators that show up. just for the record. Anyone remember the community post like a week or two ago that she's going to stop covering all of this and do real content? She doesn't. She doesn't have the ability. She's only going to cover what gets her a couple shekels. You know what I mean? She's a single mom trying to find a man and a couple dollars, man. That's all she is. It lasted like 12 hours, I believe that. 77 here and only 44. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Hey, there's Marie. I see someone call him out the first time I watched him. They were saying he contradicts himself. He said if he was to cremate, he said if was to cremate conversation, he talks out of his ass. Truth. Yeah, I haven't watched him enough. When I heard he hung out with that Clue woman, I had nothing for him. Although a lot of my friends here were just like, "Oh, I'm watching Elevated Truth," and I watched, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy that's friends with the fat racist woman." I'm gonna take a hard pass on that. But yes, Josh is awesome. I'm 6 minutes behind, so take it easy on me. Dinah Dew says Marlena, she's. We just not like keep giving me an update what that fuck bag is doing over there. I'll be honest with you. I don't care what Laura's doing. She can eat a fat bag of dicks, dude. Fuck, man. It's so bad to be talking about someone else's live and doing in someone else's chat, man. Bad etiquette, guys. Zoe says, it's my opinion Laura is on hemorrhoids. I mean, I don't know what menopause is like. I really don't know what menopause is like on speed. It's got to be fucking tragic. Let's see. Zoe, how can people listen to her? I can't listen to her. Hey, Deb, welcome in. Thanks for being here. My favorite Steelers player of all time? Ooh, Rocky Blyer. Rocky Blyer, I think. It's one of the only jerseys I own as well. Lynn Swan, of course, because of the Immaculate Reception. But Rocky Blyer was like real gnarly dude. A real football player for the time. Grain is awesomely stupid. Grain's so awesomely stupid. I was like, wait a minute. Grain's not stupid. She's smart. Russell Crowe, Mel Gibson, Paul Hogan, Aussie actors. Thank you. I do apologize. Heath Ledger was Aussie. I had no idea. I have to admit, like, until just a couple of years ago, it was difficult for me to distinguish between British accents and Australian accents. I know that's so fucking cliche, but it's also true. Do I prefer dogs or cats? I'm going to cheat and say both. I like them both for different reasons. I like the loyalty of dogs and how they'll just chill with you, but I also like the stealthiness of cats. I like the cats will I don't know. Cats are more sneaky, and cats are more interested in just staring out the window. I think it's fun to hang out with a cat as they're staring out the window to see what they're checking out. But the loyalty of a dog is undeniable. I like all pets though. Pancakes or French toast, waffles. But if I had to choose between those two, it's got to be French toast. I'm always trying to pack in as many nutrients into a meal as I can, and pancakes are sort of, nothing but carbs. At least you get some protein with the eggs and the French toast. Dinah Firstly isn't in here. Firstly, I don't know who that is. Best beaches. I can't even say that shit, dude. Maru Kaidor? I'm writing that down though. Can I ask a serious question, guys? Do you guys really think I give a flying fuck what Laura is doing or saying? She's an insane person that's on speed, clacking into the fucking universe, dude. I don't care. I'll read the comment because you're badass moderator. Laura doesn't understand what an opinion is. She thinks her opinion is factual and right. Anyone who says they disagree or explains the point of view differently, you're wrong. Calls you stupid and blocks you. Yeah, I didn't give her a chance to block me. I just canceled my membership and canceled my subscription. Bye, bitch. Like she's not blocked in here. Like I said, she came into my chat the other day when I was talking about, or I was reviewing Elevated Truth and Nunya, and she was making good points. She's, and then I reminded her, but you can also eat a bag of dicks, lady. I don't like you anymore. Like, I am a forgiving person, but when you cross the line, you cross the line. There is a point of no return. I still write letters and Christmas cards for sure, but I still write letters in cursive. I think that's a dying art. It's just as important as any other art form, in my opinion. Best beaches in North Rod are in Bowen. The Aussies are debating it out. How many states have you been to or not been to? I've been to all the states, every state in the union. The state I've spent the least amount of time in, though, is Alaska. I was only there basically for a couple of hours in Anchorage. The first time I went to Japan, I spent a couple hours there, and that doesn't really count. But I was there. I had a meal. I left the airport and had a meal, so that was cool. Emmy, I know. I was wondering if that's the one that Sinner was wondering about, and said he hadn't in a while. I didn't say it. I missed that conversation. If you had to pick one last meal, what would it be? Ooh, stuffed manicotti. My grandmother made. She wasn't Italian, but she made great Italian food. Stuffed manicotti. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what that is. They're like large shells with ricotta cheese and a simple red sauce. But last meal, it's got to be cheeseburgers, right? I mean, right? I don't know. I love Italian food. I love lasagna, but I don't like just beef lasagna. I like all anything that you can make with ground meat, like lasagna. I like to supplement it with sausage, or at least half sausage, because I like a little more salty than simple ground meat. That's a tough question though. I mean, I think that would change if it was actually my last meal. I would have a difficult time deciding. Um, there's so much good food. I mean, just a simple steak and potato would be great. Um, I'm a sucker for pasta. I'm going to say stuffed manicotti just for now, but it has to be done right. It's something you can fuck up really easily. Yes, been to Morocador, Morocador, Maracador. I'm getting close. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not. My mouth's not working that way. Yes, I've been shopping there. Got some amazing photos, and Squirrel Go. Oh, okay, Lamy. Stay out of those chalk lines. Moderator says it's not. Build it like garage door type mechanism. Yes, that's exactly what I'm seeing. That moderator. That's exactly what I'm seeing in my research for sure. I just don't want a fucking garage door though. I did, but the same type of mechanism. You're absolutely right. I would love an authentic wooden cabin in the woods next to the river. I would settle for that. I don't want to be right next to the water because floods tend to happen. I want it close by though, a river or I would prefer a river, but at least a lake that I can get to on an ATV, just to fish for the day and then zip back home and cook it up. I'm 3 miles to Red River. That's so cool. That's perfect. That's a perfect distance. It's a good ride on your bike or in a pickup truck. That's perfect. You're lucky, dude. Waka Waka. What's up, Michelle Vincent? Good to see you. Hello, all. Good evening. Solar Rider said, I ain't going over there. Her voice makes my ears bleed. Yeah, I mean, I I'm I am a bit perplexed as to why anybody would think I give a shit what Laura. But I understand the streets are hot, so thanks for sharing the information. But I don't care. The second I unsubscribe to somebody, I'm done. I'm done. It's just the way I am. Um, I understand Moon's been having some interesting live streams. I I have no interest anymore, man. She filed a false police report on me. It was crazy, and as a result of that, I can't rock with that. Although I understand she yelled at somebody. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I am here, and not even there. Be nice. I'm always nice. I'm super nice. Uh, I am kind of annoyed peeps I see over there. Oh yeah, don't get annoyed. I get annoyed with people all over the place. Don't do that to yourself. Narco says, Breathe the Man has been getting it from Laura. Not sure why, but I have my guess. Hey, don't let me get you in trouble, Marie. Fuck that noise. If you can't be in both places and it's to the point where someone's going to give you a hard time, then uh, send them a bag of dicks. I got a great delivery service if you want to know the company I use. Uh, Marie wants a 20-minute apology. No, Marie's cool. Yeah, feel free to tip your host. Um, but honestly, guys, my cup is full after today. After my morning live, I felt like I said I felt like Easy E was in my chat. Like, what the fuck? Have you ever rode a motorcycle? Yeah, I did. I was riding a 72 Moto Guzzi. It was kind of beat up when I was out in Denver. I don't have a license for it, but no one told on me. I'd like to get one of my own, but now it's September. So by the time I get it and start riding, it's gonna be fucking snowing here. I'm gonna have to get one of those goofy like sidecars, which the Moto Guzzi did have at first because I was training wheels sort of. But I was jamming by the end of it. I hung out with bikers the whole time I was in Denver or just north of Denver. Buddy from high school is actually the president of his motorcycle club. Maniacs. The people are maniacs. In the best possible way, though. I'm not talking shit at all. In fact, just a couple weeks after being there, they all went to what is it? What is it? The big motorcycle rally in South Dakota. And I wanted to go so bad, but I just didn't have the cash for it, or I didn't want to spend the cash on it because I was looking at hotels. They had their shit booked for months, and I just even a Motel 6 then was like $200 a night. I'm like, yeah, maybe next year. I'm gonna take a hard pass on that. Every time I go live, my phone blows up. Sorry, guys. People get us mixed up with Brits all the time. It's okay. I do, and I feel bad about it. I'm getting much better at it, though. Way better at it. Um, it's completely different if you take the time to pay attention. Just as a dumb American, I love that linebacker from Pittsburgh that has long hair and short shampoo commercials. Yeah, Troy Polamalu. Yeah, he was a beast, man. Still is. Um, I don't know if you ever saw he got inducted to the football Hall of Fame or whatever they call it. And his sculpture looked ridiculous. Like he held it up, and I was like, man, that looks nothing like you. That looks like a Samoan woman. It was terrible. Crystal said, Sinner, do you know where you can buy old dirty jerseys? I pay extra for cigarette burns. Yeah, there's this guy called Deflated Spoof over there. You know what? I can't talk shit on someone that's trying to make a buck, man. That's improper of me. If you're hustling, you're hustling. It's better than grifting, to be quite honest with you. At least he's not sitting there. But I mean, he does a bit of both now, which is a problem. But if he was just hustling and honestly doing it, somebody wants to buy that jersey, fucking get it, dude. I don't have any problem with anyone's hustle. I have a problem with scumbags being assholes. That's all. Let's see here. That is funny though. French toast, yes, please. You know what I mean? If I'm going to waste time eating a meal, I want it to be as nutritious as possible, or at least have something. Pancakes, because then what do? You slap butter on the pancakes and syrup, and then you're talking about some empty carbs and some sugar water. Sugar water, like Clue. For the record, I only called Grain awesomely stupid. I know. For the Crocodile Dundee being Aussie actor. Oh yeah, I don't. But see, I loved Crocodile Dundee. I have no idea what the actor's name is. I mean, I couldn't tell you one member of AC/DC either. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Let's see, scooting along. No questions today, Marie. I expected questions from you. Grain says, I'm not Silly. I'm not offended. I was being silly. Offended. I'm being silly. Of course. Let's see. Trooper says, I sent handmade bookmarks in my Christmas cards in a beautiful cursive. See, that's so cool. I'm all about that. There's just something special about getting a handwritten cursive letter. There's something just important about it. Banana fritter and ice cream. Oh, yum, dude. That sounds so good. I can make a mean manicotti. Oh, it's so good. So good and so simple. That's the thing. If anybody tries to complicate that, they're fucking up. Like it's simple, a nice red sauce. That's it. Banana fritters homemade. Sounds so good. Yes, Italian sausage lasagna rules. When my grandmother would make it, and of course, that's the standard in my mind. Um, she wouldn't cook the pasta. You know, you cook. Big people cook the pasta. Turns out you don't have to. You could just leave the lasagna noodles. Or, they're noodles, right? I guess you call them noodles. Lasagna shells, planks, whatever they are. Um, they'll cook. They'll cook in the sauce, and it's just a whole different thing. Mustard God says, my kids love banana fritters. I mean, what's not to love? All right, I'm 7 minutes behind, so that's not so bad. Bear with me, guys. Have you ever fried banana in a spring roll wrap? Fried in ghee? It'll ruin your life. No, but it sounds so good. Fry anything, and I'm in. A ribeye with a fillet and chicken masala. I always fuck that word up as my sides. That sounds delicious. I'm with that. What is the weirdest thing you've ever ate? I ate this thing that I think was some type of sea creature's eyeball out of a fucking tin can. What's up, kitty? The cat's meowing for no reason. Um, it's not that long of a story. I'll tell it as quickly as I can. I did it. My unit was one of the first or second Marine Corps battalions to train with the JGSDF, the Japanese Ground Self Defense Force, and it really was light training. It was more of a dog and pony show, sort of like a international relations sort of thing. Although we did some serious training as well. And afterwards, we had this big. Every night we had a big banquet with food and stuff. And of course, we were just hanging out with the Japanese soldiers. I'm a fucking asshole kid from Pittsburgh. I can't speak Japanese. But we found a way. We drank enough sake that we were able to communicate. And we would trade things like I would trade a Hustler magazine. I got a full Japanese uniform for a Hustler magazine because all their shit's censored. So they went crazy for it. But then as the night goes on, then we start doing dares to each other. And sure enough, this guy was just like, oh, he had, I think, coins, these big old Japanese coins. And he's like, oh, I'll trade you, but you have to eat this. And on the can, it just had just like writing. There was no indication as to what was inside of the can. And I cracked that bitch open. It did not smell good. And it was like larger than a quarter in circumference. And I'm pretty sure it was an eyeball. And the juice that was in there was like black olive juice. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Had I been sober, I would have never been able to do it. But they all cheered, and I have no idea what I ate. It could have been anything, to be honest with you. That was the weirdest thing I've ever eaten. So wild that I can't even tell you for sure what it was. I'm almost certain it was an eyeball, but I don't know. I want a cabin in the woods, absolutely. Medium rare steak, mushroom, shrimp, and lobster tail. See, I was going for something more simple than, I mean, you're almost describing a buffet at this point. With beer and OJ. I'm guessing you mean OJ. Let me scoot ahead here. Truth Seeker says, sorry, my mom called to check on Scooby-Doo. The update, Scooby-Doo is drinking more water and ate some egg and some white rice. That's good. Fried pickles are still fucking good. Fried ho-hos are even good. Fried Oreo, fry anything, man. I'm in. Moon was funny today, I must say, and I was allowed in. All right, so a couple people said she was funny. I don't want to get lured back into a false sense of security with Moon. Although, like, if it wasn't for her calling the cops on me, man, I wouldn't have any beef. But now I have a fucking false police report in in Galesburg, Illinois. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And I mean, also, it's such an irrational thing to do. Let's see. Narcos, it was wild. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll give her another chance. Not that she gives a shit, but I mean, I don't think she's the worst person, man. It was just shocking to me that somebody would file a police report like that for someone else. You know, she was saying, I don't know. It's weird. Somebody put a name on it. It was the somebody. It was funny to watch chat more interesting. It was funny to watch chat more interesting. A little A1 sauce and some melted butter for the lobster tails. Fuck, dude, you're making me hungry now. I won't be on here too late, so I'll be able to snack afterwards. Queen Bella, it was, and I do like that others told others to stop saying things, if that is what you want to call it. I enjoy a good chat fight. Now, was that Moon that kicked Wispy off the panel or some shit? I do want to see that. I haven't had a chance to see that yet. I saw there was a short. Sturgis, what's up, Willow? Look at this fucking stranger just kicking in the back door. Sturgis, yes indeed. I almost went, but I was ill prepared. I didn't have a bike of my own, and I don't ride well enough to go all the way there. These guys all ride there so they can get their I Rode Mine patch, and I was just like, dude, I'm in over my head. I'll hold down the fort, and that's what I did. I fed the fucking chickens. You buy shelled nuts and a nutcracker to open them while watching Christmas movies in December? No, I have. It seems like one of my undoubtedly one of my family members always have that set up, but I don't actually. I'm too lazy for that. Are you asking me if I crack nuts? I can if I've got to. Let's see here. I am anti-punctuation for the record. I know it. I'm getting better at reading what people are trying to say, not what they're actually saying. My town has an old car show once a year. It's fantastic. The car show in Pismo Beach was fucking amazing. And Santa Barbara also had like the Corvette ride, the Corvette like meetup. That was super cool. But you know, of all the car shows I ever had, as ridiculous as this sounds, it was also in Pismo Beach, and it was what are those old RVs that are covered in stainless steel? I can't remember the name of them at the moment, but I saw about 600 of those motherfuckers all in one place, and I was just like, all right, that's crazy. And those people that collect those, you think Jeep people are serious? Like a little cult? Nothing like that. I mean, super cool. Brenda Sue says, are we related? That's funny. So he says, Willow, where you been? Hopefully enjoying real life, far away from Wi-Fi. Marco says, Troy and his wife go on dates and they pick up a couple and pay for their meals. That's fucking rad. That's what I would do if I was rich too. An article came up on my feed one day and I read it. Very nice of them to do. Yeah, I mean, from all accounts, Troy Polamalu is an awesome person. I met Jerome Bettis simply because he owns a burger joint, or it's a restaurant, but the burgers are what everyone goes there for. And he was just there, all fat and happy. And, you know, it's just super cool to meet someone that you watched, you know, win the Super Bowl. Let's see, old mate here in town has a motorbike with a sidecar. His dog rides in it. That's so cool. See that? I was just speaking of Jerome Bettis. Yeah, he has a restaurant, Bettis's Grill. I can't tell you if it's still open. I haven't been on that side of the river yet. It was there for years. I used to make chocolate. Solo Rider says I used to make chocolate chip pancakes for my son every Saturday. As an adult, he still asks for them. I mean, how can you go wrong? See, you're already adding nutrients. Just a regular old pancake. Look, I'll eat that shit. I'll eat a fat stack of pancakes, but there's something just hollow about it to me. You put some strawberries on that shit, and now we're talking some kind of fruit, blueberries, even if it's chocolate. I can work with that. Crystal says, always add peanut butter or cheese to a guilty pleasure, and it is healthy. Getting in my calcium and protein. Yeah, I guess peanut butter on pancakes. But I mean, let's face it, butter and syrup is the best way to eat them. That's for me. That's what the way I like it, but I'm shorting myself on nutrients. So you get full of nothing. Angus is the lead. Malcolm on rhythm. Young ACDC. I feel like an asshole for not knowing that. I know Angus. I think he's the the most well known name in the band. I know all the lyrics. The movie Australia was made in my town. How cool is that? Musta. Let's see. I had the cattle running down the main street to the wharf. That's so cool. I saw a guy in a Halloween costume in Santa Barbara, or actually it was Isla Vista, right next to UCSB. This motherfucker, the most convincing Jesus I've ever seen in real life, and he had sheep. It was so crazy. I was like, dude, why do you have those animals like in a party town? But like, it was amazing. It fucking God bless anyone who was on mushrooms that night. Let's see. Smoking 71 says, my brother in law works with Terry Bradshaw and does a lot of Christian things together around Gainesville, Texas. That's so cool. Yeah, Terry Bradshaw's a real one, man. He's a good dude. I met Joe Montana. I worked at his fly by night buffet company that catered like an event that some type of charity thing. And I met him, and his wife stole the show though because she was so pretty. Um, and some weird shit about Joe Montana too. Like when he was rich, his parents lived in a house that was like leaning. It was in such bad shape it was leaning. So people suspected that he wasn't so great to his parents, and so he had a bad reputation in my mind. And then I found out later, no, they were just stubborn old people that didn't want anything. They didn't fucking mind that their house was leaning. He tried to buy them new houses, but they just said, nah, we're good. Have you ever met any famous people? I met a lot of famous people. The first famous person I ever met was my first week in California. So this is 97. Um, First couple weeks in 97, we went to Hollywood, me and my buddy Mike. That's ambiguous enough that my stalkers can't find him. And then we met Kid from Kid and Play. Um, Maybe you guys don't even know who that is now, but at the time he was a big deal. He wasn't so nice. I won tickets to in Santa Barbara. I won tickets from the local radio station to the world premiere of a movie called Euro Trip. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. Um, Went there and got to go see the film in Man's Famous Chinese Theater, and all the actors from the film were just staggered around in the crowd. It was fucking amazing. And then afterwards, we went over to the Roosevelt Hotel to the after party, and I met Jack and Kelly Osbourne. I met Herbie Hancock. I met Fez from that '70s show. My girlfriend at the time embarrassed the shit out of me because I was like, "Hey, man, I really like that '70s show," because I did. And then she's like, but we don't have cable and we never watch you. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. He was like, okay. Um, but yeah, living in California, I met quite a few famous people. I mean, if I think harder, I can think of more. I met mostly musicians. I dated a very famous musician's daughter for a while. And through him, I met Billy Bob Thornton. Well, I'm lying. I didn't meet Billy Bob Thornton. I just encountered him. He's a very private person and didn't really want to meet new people. He actually had a bit of a disguise on when he pulled up. Rod says, 20 years ago, I had a police siege once out near Kwambatuk. Man, I don't, I'll never be able to say these words. I'm going to have to learn them quick if I'm going to come visit, though. Cops' guns was stolen. Not much happens here. Let's see. Willow says, not censored so much. They just refuse to use a razor over there. That's funny. Terry Bradshaw of the Pittsburgh Steelers Hall of Fame. Oh, I'm familiar with Terry Bradshaw for sure. He's the blonde wonder. He was the Southerner that played for my team. There weren't too many of them. Um, Rod says we only got odd drug activity, losers, flogging, petrol, petty crime. Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, I I wouldn't mind spending some time in a country where people just fist fight instead of having shootouts. Terry Bradshaw always seems so hyper. He's a cool dude though. Yeah, and he like on low key gives tons of money to charity, which is, I mean, respectable. Brenda Sue says, "Oh my goodness, maybe I shouldn't ask the question. That's gross." Yeah, you asked. I mean, that's about as weird as anything I can imagine eating. Um, I guess it was weird the first time I had Thresher shark, or eating shark to me was weird, but I was at a fancy restaurant. It was on the menu. I was like, fuck it. Um, I had rattlesnake and cactus pierogies at a restaurant that I worked at. Not nearly as exciting as you'd think. Um, just kind of like scallops. I don't know. The sauce that was in there kind of made the flavor. So I'm not sure what rattlesnake tastes like, but I did in fact eat it. So he says, why the fuck in the world would anyone have a YouTube channel in drama and crama? I'm honestly still around because it's all so weird. I'm observing. I stumbled in because Seth pierced my heart. I don't know how. I'm not sure how I ended up here either. I was watching like Ikkenmel, car chases, and some true crime, and then I found Down the Rabbit Hole News, which is, um, I think at the time it was more true crime, and then it turned to like pop culture true crime, and then I found Headstones and Headlines channel, which is was she was covering Betty, and I guess the rest is history. I've had this YouTube account since 2007. I was just a passive viewer of shit. I didn't even know that people went live. I didn't know there were chats. None of it. I would just watch videos, graffiti, skateboarding, uh, weird music that I couldn't find anywhere else, or I couldn't find it for free like I could on YouTube. Um, it was like people watching, but on with a computer. But I still ask myself how the fuck I ended up in drama. It all happened so quickly, and then I began to defend myself, and then I realized I couldn't defend myself in other people's chats or in other people's panels. So I was like, "Fuck it, we'll do it live," and here we are. I don't know him personally, but I hear he's a good guy. I hear the same thing. He's like a legend here in Pittsburgh, though. Air fried. I air fried my Texas Roadhouse cactus blossom just now. So good. Yum. I do love a bloomin' onion. Uh, Moon spanked Wispy like a mother scolding a child. It was pure gold. I got to look at that. I understand Kung Fu Ange made a video. I saw the thumbnail, but I wasn't sure what it was about. And here's my official opinion about Wispy. Fuck Wispy. She's basically like the porta john that sits outside of the hive. Nobody really wants to go there, but I mean, when you got to go, you got to go. Just narrative pushers, really. And her voice. I've said it before. I'll fucking say it again. Listening to her talk is like drinking a fucking half a pint glass of NyQuil. This shit puts me right to sleep. She's got nothing to offer the world except like a bunch of S's. It's too fucking much, dude. Kung Fu clipped it. Okay, we can watch that. I don't mind watching that. I don't want to dork the questions though. Airstream, that's it. Thank you so much. I'm feeling absent-minded today. Crystal's comments were pure gold. I have to go check it out. I've been avoiding Moon just out of spite. Airstream, Steph B's in the house. Make a deer, deer, deer. I tried to do a Cletus for you this morning. I wasn't sure if you caught it or not. And thanks again, by the way, Steph B. I love cracking fresh walnuts. The Nutcracker. I did, in fact, play the mouse on a stage performance of the Nutcracker because I was dating a girl who's a ballerina, and one of the people that played the mouse got hurt, and they had no one else. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." It was a lot of fun. I don't recommend it. You've got a 78 Airstreams. How cool is that? They're expensive things now. They're super collectible. Crystal Langford says, Green Bella, I was a bit spicy in there. I've had a hard, long talk with myself after I stopped laughing. Badass. Spicy's good. Bland, not so much. Silver Rider said, I do grain. It's my favorite part of winter and fall. Don't ever change, Crystal. I'll agree with that. Aerostar. That's another Airstream. Aerostar. Yeah, those things are fucking rad, dude. They're like spaceships from the past. I don't even know how to explain it. And those people, they take them shits very seriously. It's no joke. Everything's original on most of them, just intense. Bacon pancakes, bacon in the batter. Narco says, Crystal needs her own channel. I would be there watching her all day, throwing them left and right. Yeah, Crystal, why don't you start going live, girl? I would be there for sure. I learned to drive an old Willie's Jeep driving around the farm. Very cool. I just got to see an old Jeep. I think I sent the picture to Emmy when I was in Colorado. This guy was trying to sell it to me. He was also trying to sell me a 1977. Uh, Fuck, what was it? A Cordova? Cordoba? I can't remember. This thing was a boat. I mean, it was crazy. I'm not a short guy. I'm pretty tall, but sitting in that car it made me feel small. They're made for giant people or something. Just people that are just laid back. Just a girl who loves frogs. Good to see you. Hey all, getting ready to head home. I'll be listening as I drive. Good to see you. Hey Froggy, I heard fucking some fucking loser saying I'm making you decide, I'm worried that you're gonna switch sides. I never said any such thing. I just said I enjoyed listening to your shit, and it makes me happy that you pissed them off. You must be doing something right. Yeah, what's in her? Michelle says. Let's see, Froggy in the house. Grain says warmed up maple syrup and peanut butter melted together. Oh, it sounds so good. 3 on the tree isn't easy. No. I was watching these guys, like I said, the biker guys out in Denver, the hand shift motorcycles. That shit is crazy. Now that shit looks like fun. It looks like something I would really enjoy. What's up, Pookie? Good to see you. I'm scooting through to see if there are any more questions. That's why we're here. If you want, we could definitely look at that clip. I'd like to see it myself. I'm going to watch it anyways. If you guys want to join me, I can pop it on. Rico says, Crystal Langford, I love good comebacks and laughs. You are welcome. Yeah, you should always have a good snapback whenever you're ready. Or it should be ready at any given time, I should say. Solar Rider says, Grain, I bought my son a peanut butter and bacon shake from Sonic. Oh, that sounds so fucking good. And brought it to his work. And he looked at me like I lost my mind. He said it wasn't bad though. I had some candied bacon out in Denver too. So I wasn't sure about it, but first bite I was like, sold. Must have said my Ford. I'm not sure. Is auto on the. What is AU? I see. I'm so bad at deciphering what people are trying to say. Type it again so I can understand. I met so many of my hair bands over the years. Did you? When I was in Okinawa, I think it was Warrant and not Def Leppard. They're way too big. It was Warrant and some other 80s band that played, and that shit was pretty wild. All the old Marines' wives were loving it. I was just sort of like, man, are they okay? And that was even, that was a long time ago. They were still old. I dated an Isley Brothers son, also an Isley, obviously. That's pretty cool. I can't say who it was that I dated because people fucking stalk. Narcos Clip says, "Can we stop talking food? I'm getting hungry. So am I. I just looked at how long I've been on because I committed to 2 hours tonight, and I was just like, oh, it's been an hour and 24 minutes. It's gonna be a long 30-something minutes. I got a snack in mind too." Rod said, "Our gun culture is very different. You only see police with guns in public." Well, Japan has it down, man. They have billy sticks. I mean, they just have clubs. I mean, I'm sure they do have for emergency. They have weapons, but okay, Headstones, I see you. Thank you. Donnie Do says, "Narcos, good thing I can't show all the pics." Well, you could. I've been getting blamed for shit since 2016. Rude. Oh man, I just assume when some bullshit happens, I'm like, how many days before I get blamed for this? I've been blamed for so much shit. At first, it was shocking and I tried to defend myself, but now I'm just like, good, build the character for me. I don't have to do anything. I'll just be the fucking boogeyman. I'm fine with that. But I'm fucking myself up with these question and answers though, because then people are gonna be like, wait a minute. You got it when you got to go, you got to go. That ain't no bullshit. Absolutely. Air fried pork chops will change your life. I've had them, and I agree. I'd stuffed pork chops. Come on. Stuffed pork chops with like a baked apple chutney. Oh, forget about it. Narco says, "Grain, not the cake, not good at this time." I went and got a bowl of cereal. There you go. Cereal is the only thing that I don't put hot sauce on. or ice cream. Michelle says, my boyfriend made egg, sausage, biscuits, and gravy and fried ham. That's about a perfect meal right there, too. Glass of orange juice, glass of lemonade, if you will. Nanny says, I love breakfast for supper sometimes. Me too. I try to do it at least once a month if I can. Narco says, my mother made a lot of food, made me get some, and I got a lot left. I don't want to eat until tomorrow. I see. Yeah. Yeah, the home cooking, sometimes you don't want to eat all the leftovers right away. You want to savor it. Hey, Justin RN, hope you're well. We're doing questions and answers. Best concert? Ooh. Oh, that's so difficult. I've been to so many concerts. Now, this is going to bog me down. Yeah, well, I'm only 3 minutes behind the chat, so I could take a few minutes. Fucking hell. There's so many great concerts I've seen. Um, really, it's not even one of my favorite bands was one of the best concerts. It was Radiohead at Coachella. Beastie Boys at Coachella. You'll see a theme here. Some of the best shows I've seen were at Coachella. There's an old sort of hippie band that, again, they weren't still not my favorite band, weren't my favorite band at the time, but they would do this New Year's Eve party every year, and I was way too young to go. It happened outside of Pittsburgh. It's a band called Rusted Root, and they would do like a drum circle. So, first couple joints I ever smoked was either at the Rocky Horror Picture Show or at the Rusted Root Drum Circle, and the band would just perform there. That it was a concert. You had to have a ticket, but everybody brought drums. And I'm not really a complete hippie type person at all. I'm okay with it in my bare feet, but I like to have shoes on, But fuck, I can go on forever. That Radiohead show was really, really special because like the whole crowd knew the lyrics, and they played "Creep," which is such a burned out song. But at the time, Radiohead had not performed it for a very long time. Um, but I got to see David Bowie with Nine Inch Nails or Trent Reznor with my pops. That was incredible. My first concert was Bon Jovi. Of course, I'm not a Bon Jovi fan, but at the time he was, you know, godlike, in music for where I'm from. So that was neat. And he flew in on a like suspended on a rope over the crowd. So I'd never seen anything like that. Soon after that, I got to see Jethro Tull. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. Put on an incredible show. I was unfamiliar with any of his music. A lot of this is influenced by my pops. Who else did I see? I saw Bob Dylan at the Hollywood Bowl, very disappointed. But then Paul Simon came on with like a whole fucking African tribe, and it blew my fucking mind. And the vibe was so great. Uh, I got to see Atmosphere, the rap group that I use for many of my intros. Um, I saw them like 12 times. They have a brand new album that was released at 10 a.m. this morning. So all day long, I've been listening to that. Of course, I can't play any of it yet. I think I just may put some of it in a couple of my videos and then just take the hit that way. If I play it on the live, I'm risking having my shit shut down. But it's called Gestures with a not gestures, like it's like the word like making a gesture with your hand, but it's with a J. So it's a misspelled word. I even Googled it to see what it meant. It's not even a word. But I listened to that most of the day. Fucking incredible. Everything that I wanted it to be. And I'm kind of discouraged because some of the songs uh, only have like 600-700 views. I'm like, what is happening? In a small way, I like to keep it to myself, but hang on. I realized I left the window open and a train went by and fucking deafened me. Um, the Ford AU is a model. Okay, so I'm unfamiliar with it. I'm sorry. Smoking says, my army buddy and I used to party to Warren in the barracks. Hell yeah. I mean, Warren, it was a big deal. You're showing your age, though. I can almost tell exactly how old you are. Maybe just a few years older than me, a couple of years older than me. Warren was cool back in the day, man. When everybody was cuffing their jeans, I I started doing that again. I don't care if it's not cool or not. I just hate having my jeans get dirty around the bottom. Let's see. Smoking says they're still awesome. Warrant. See, I didn't know they were still even making stuff. I did see what's his name? 18 in Life. What the fuck is the name of the band? I just saw some new music from him. Pretty good too, surprisingly enough. If Willow's here, he'd know. Smoking, I can sing every word of a song from the 80s, even if I haven't heard it in 20 years, but I can't remember where I put my keys. Oh my God, speaking of keys, my brother in law lost his keys, and it was like this big fucking conspiracy. Um, the, oh, we looked for 2 days, and today I heard him upstairs, motherfucker, and I'm like, he found the keys. Now, he either stubbed his toe or he found his keys. He threw them into his, because he works from home, he threw them in his desk in a drawer that he never puts anything in. And I'm like, dude, I think somebody put them there. I was like, shut up, dude. You put that shit there. My sister's like, he's never put anything in that drawer. Like, it's crazy. Smokey can't remember what he did this morning. Yeah, my days are running together too, friends. Just it's what happens when you get old. And you blink and a whole month went by, and it's just like, oh, just the other day, and someone corrects me. No, dude, that was like 40 days ago. Oh yeah, I guess it was. Fuck. Um, I meant food pics. Oh, I see. But it may make us all even more hungry. I took a picture of in Pittsburgh. All any sandwich place worth a shit will make the sandwich with um, French fries and coleslaw in it. I can show you one not far from me that I just had the other day. I showed this picture the other day, but I'll give you an idea what it looks like. And this is the you can't see the meat, but it's a sausage, a spicy sausage sandwich. Put the fat fries, a little bit greasy. Those look like onions, but it's not. It's sweet coleslaw, pickles. There's some carrots in the slaw, and it's a like a tube of sausage is cut in half and laid out flat. Fucking incredible. I think this is the reason that I like to pack nutrition in my meals because I was raised on shit like this. So fucking good. And big fat French bread. So good. And here's my stalker. Her name's Davis, fam. She's real creepy. She's got a diaper on her face. Sorry, I had to do that. Wretched bitch. Um, music is good for the soul. Yes, Jethro Tull put it. I mean, the man was playing a flute and shit. It was crazy. Um, my dad goes once a year up to Buffalo, New York, to see a band. I haven't gone with him, but there's a band that is a Genesis cover band called the Musical Box, I think. And they always go to Buffalo every year, and my dad goes up there, and the whole thing. I guess the band wears costumes like the old school way that Genesis used to do. Peter Gabriel is the lead singer, and I've seen video of those guys. It's downright freaky. I hope I get to see them before it's too late. Pour some sugar on me, yes. Spitfire was backstage with Rat, Poison, Whitesnake, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, and Cinderella one night. Holy shit! I got backstage for a couple of things. One of the most memorable was like this rapper artist that I know named Saul Williams. It was at the Roxy in Hollywood, and I just again drinking at the time. I was very bold. I tried to just walk back there, and this giant man was like, "No way, motherfucker!" And I was like, "Oh, what if I give you some money?" And he's like, "But I can't let you back there." And I was just like, "Ask him, he'll let me." Not thinking that he would. So he's like, "I'll ask him." And he was like, "You crazy motherfucker!" I went back there, and at the time he had this big old afro, and he had like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, just picking his hair out, smoking a joint. I sat in a chair. It was like an interrogation room. I sat in a chair across from him. He just passed me the joint, and I was like, I just started vibrating. I was just like, I didn't really mean to come back here. I was just being a fucking madman, and here I was. And all he said to me is like, "What are you about?" I was like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan." I must have been just over 21. I was old enough to get beers at the bar. Um, that was amazing because he was sort of lesser known at that time, and then he fucking blew up. So, I mean, I was like, I met that guy, and I told people I fucking smoked a joint with that guy, and people were like, "Oh, sure." Um, I still I had no way to prove it. I might have my ticket stub. I keep all my ticket stubs, but um, and my friends were freaking out like because they couldn't find me. I was back there for like half an hour. He literally, the conversation ended. I mean, there was more conversation. I told him I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm a big fan, and he told me a little bit about his stuff. And I walked out backstage, and he went on the stage, and I walked back out to my friends, and they're like, "What is happening? What the fuck are you doing back there?" I was just like, "I just asked, man. I mean, ask and you shall receive." He must have said, "Hi, I'm going through boxes for my storage. I just found Metallica, of course. I'd be remiss if I didn't say Metallica. I saw Metallica several times, a bunch of times. I've lost track. I've got all the ticket stubs, but I saw Metallica and Guns N' Roses the night before James Hetfield got burned up in Canada with the pyrotechnics. I saw Metallica with Suicidal Tendencies opening for them. Oh no, they weren't the opening band. The opening band was a band called Fight, who's Rob Halford of Iron Maiden. So not Iron Maiden. Is it Iron Maiden? Anyways, the guy with the high pitched voice and the leather. Um, that was pretty cool. I haven't got to see Nine Inch Nails by themselves, but I saw Trent Reznor with David Bowie. I love music so much. Smoking says Michael Jackson, Joan Jett, Tone Loc, and Vanilla Ice. I would have loved to see Vanilla Ice back in the day. I would have loved to see Wu Tang. I did have a chance to drive in, I think must have been the last year of middle school or the first year of high school to Columbus, Ohio, to see Bone Thugs and Harmony. That was amazing. It was a weird thing. It was a ballroom. There was no stage, so they were just sort of ground level with us, and everybody just sort of stood around. And a little bit dangerous. I gotta be honest with you. That was a little bit dangerous. I was way too young to be that far away from home, um, with you know a savory element. There were people, there were fights going on in the parking lot. It was, you know, a little bit of ducking my way out of there, but I wouldn't have changed it for anything. Pookie, Jesus, did you tour with the bands? I'm telling you, I'm trying to convince Pookie to fucking write a book. Devo, I saw Devo at Coachella. I saw a lot of bands at Coachella. Like I went to the first 4 years of Coachella, and then I took a few years off, and then I went back, and it fucking changed completely. I almost got crushed, like to death, to seeing the Beastie Boys. It was so windy, and of course, I slithered my skinny ass all the way up to the front with my girlfriend. I pulled her. We got all the way up there, and no problem. The show started, and I looked behind us, and there must have been 35, 40,000 people, all just slowly more moving forward in like these little waves, and the barrier was like right on my collarbone. And I was like, oh no, panic, and everyone started panicking at the same time. The Beastie Boys had to stop the show and tell everyone to back up. I mean, we slithered back the fuck out of there as soon as they stopped the music because it was incredibly unsafe. I mean, and then of course I didn't know that happened. I'd never been in a crowd that big. And then years later, you see tragedies and things like that. Hang on one second. Sorry for the hold up, guys. Family's home. I'm going to step out back so I'm not telling my life story to them and annoying them. So we're going to Cricket Town, and I got a burger. It's a win-win situation. Devo is a lot. I saw Devo. Another cool thing that I saw at Coachella was fucking just walking across the field. It's on a polo field, and everyone started running. I'm like, what is happening? They're like, Beck is here. He's doing a surprise show, and he played an acoustic set. That was pretty rad. Although by the time I got there, it was mostly filled up with people already. But I got to see it from the back. I also got to see Perry Farrell do a DJ set at Coachella, which was pretty fucking rad. Big fan of Jane's Addiction. Although I've never got to see them. Got pissed off at the Chili Peppers for not fucking playing Under the Bridge. That's all I wanted to hear. Let's see. Narcos says nobody knows mine. I won't name them. We might. You never know. We might know them. Cuff jeans are back, bitches. I've been doing it recently. It's comfortable. There's something comforting about it. Like back from the roller skating days. I'm just looking at what I got here. Oh yeah, Five Guys burgers. Score. Let's see. Donnie Doo says, aren't those like court gestures? No. Like a clown? No. It's not even a word. It's like gestures with a U. It's let me see. Maybe I can show you. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I know, I saw the word and I was like, I don't know that word. Let me go to their homepage. I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe. There should be a post. Yeah, here it is. I can show you. Give me 1 second. This is a big deal. I've been waiting for this album for it feels like 2 years. Check it. Gestures. I don't think that's a word. I mean, I Google searched it and it says it's not. But the album's amazing. I wish I could just fucking press play, dude. I don't want to get a copyright strike. All right, I'm back in chat. It skipped me ahead. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Judas Priest. Yes, that's what I meant. I said Iron Maiden. What an asshole. Rob Halford. Yes, exactly. The bald guy with the earrings and the leather. Guns N' Roses, one of your favorite bands. I don't have any complaints. I was a big fan of them. It's difficult for me to listen to them now. Although, of course, being in Hollywood, I did go to the Rainbow Room just to fucking see the legendary spot. Metallica in Fort Worth in the mid-90s. I was way too young to go to that Metallica concert, too, when Guns N' Roses. I can't remember the order. It definitely was Metallica first and then Guns N' Roses. That's what it was. Because the very following night, there was like the peaceful Canadians rioted, which, you really piss someone off if you're going to make the peaceful Canadians riot. They were flipping fucking cars over and shit. James Hetfield got burned up by pyrotechnics and Axl Rose fucking refused to go on early, like fucking prick. So the whole place went nuts. Let's see. Sorry if I missed anything. My shit jumped ahead. Smoking, I saw Michael Jackson too. I wish I could have, man. I never did. I wish I could have seen Prince. Skid Row, yeah. Skid Row's got new music. That's who I was talking about earlier, Smoking. 18 of Life is fucking legendary song. It's still good today, man. I'm not sure how well they can perform it, but it's such an important song. Aren't those like court gestures? You see what I see. You tell me. I don't know. Here, let me Google it one more time because I'm confused as well. Maybe it could be that I spelled it wrong the first time I searched it. G-E-S. I think it's a play on words. They're tricksters, you know what I mean? Yeah, Google says it's the title of a new album by hip hop duo Atmosphere. It doesn't fucking say that it's a word at all. Let's see, gestures meaning. They're fucking with us. They're making millions of people, probably tens of thousands of people, Google what it is. Yeah, it's not a word. They made their own word. So it's like they're playing on words. It's like a gesture, like a court gesture, but also gestures with your hands. But the music's amazing. The beats are on point. It's incredible. Legally Blonde baggy jeans so I can show my underwear again. I was never into the super baggy jeans. Although I did have a pair of Jankos. That was just for the rave. New Kids on the Block. That's not my style. That's more Headstones. Headstones just went to a New Kids on the Block concert a few months ago. Maybe a year ago. Again, I say a few months ago. I'm old, so time flies. Flip phones are making a comeback. My first cell phone I got in Tokyo. my first trip over there, and they were these tiny little phones, the antennas, and the antenna tip lit up all crazy. I still haven't seen a phone like that since. I probably have it in a shoebox somewhere. My friend saw Rush in concert. She said that was the best. I would love to see Rush. I feel like an asshole for not remembering the drummer's name, but he's a legend. Maybe the best rock drummer ever. Unfortunately, I never got to see Ozzy live. Me either. But I met Jack and Kelly at that after that Euro trip premiere, and I met Fez too. I bet there were other famous people there too, but there was also an open martini bar, so that tells a lot of the story. Here, I'll tell you something very embarrassing. I was so tipsy that I met Herbie Hancock, and of course, I knew he's a jazz pianist legend. And I was so tipsy that I got his autograph and left the autograph in his hand. This is like, thankfully, my girlfriend was there. She was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. You just embarrassed me in front of Fez. I guess I'm just leaving autographs." And he was such a sweetheart. He laughed. He was like, "Here you go, man. You don't want to miss this." I was like, "Duh." You're supposed to do a trigger warning. Oh, por qué? Let's see. Me and my friends would put on Rush and Foghat while we were getting ready to go to the party. Good memories. I was listening to Atmosphere all day. Their whole album is on YouTube for free. I just can't play it. Never got to see Eazy-E. Like I said, the closest I got was Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I got to see Method Man and Redman, but not Wu Tang. Did you guys know? I mean, you're probably not big rap fans, but I always thought that Redman was a member of Wu Tang. No, he was just a free agent that did some stuff with Method Man. It confused the shit out of me when someone told me that. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. They're like the best. Their Blackout album, Method Man and Redman, was like my Tokyo album. It had big, stupid headphones, and I listened to that shit. That and Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It's still good. But then I found out she doesn't like white people. That's awkward. Must have said, "Be right back. Have to go to the shop and get some mechas and a frappe on the way back." I will be on for a couple more minutes. I gotta end it. This burger is sitting in front of me. I gotta eat. Ice Cube, Snoop, Willie Nelson. Oh, that's so cool. Wiley Hubbard. I'm gonna play us out tonight with a very weird fucking song from Tom Waits, because I was listening before. It's not even a song. It's like a poem. It's so weird. It's perfect for a weird Friday night, which I feel this has been. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to review being screen sniped by my stalker. It's going to be very entertaining. I'm going to have a lot of snarky shit to say. I hope you guys can join me. REO Speedwagon would be great to see. Never had a chance to see them. I did get a chance to see Fleetwood Mac in Columbus, Ohio. That was fucking amazing. Let's see. Pookie, I'm so very sorry, sweetheart, that it's so hard. I've seen that happen more than once. My grandparents were married 64 years. I missed what she said. I probably would have been hitting on Smoke. Hey, ladies. I don't know if Smoke. I don't want to get Smoking's wife mad at me. I don't know if he's married. I saw Billy Idol. Really wasn't the best show ever. Actually, it may have been one of the worst. You guys asked me what my favorite was. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. It was past his prime, and he looked like Max Headroom. Like, he looked like he had so much plastic surgery that something had gone wrong, dude. And Bob Dylan, same thing. Like, I saw him way too late, and this dude just comes out. It's like, I know all Bob Dylan songs, right? He comes out and he just plays a whole fucking album that nobody's ever, a brand new album that he just released. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You're not going to play Hurricane? Like, what is happening? I was literally pouting like a child. Good night, Headstones. Thanks for being here. I'm wrapping this up real soon. Is it? Yeah, it is. But I like to talk my shit too. No, you don't talk too much, man. I enjoy the conversation. You guys are keeping me company just as much as I'm keeping you company. Smoking is single. Hey, ladies. Single guys around here get devoured, man. Take it easy. Guard yourself. I'd like to see Tom Waits if I had a firstborn to offer for a ticket. Love Waits. Oh, good, Zoe. Then you're probably going to enjoy what I'm going to play us out with. Actually, I'm going to play Tom Waits, and then I'm gonna play my normal outro because people get physically angry at me when I don't play the normal outro. It's like I think some people watch me just for that. Smoking, you're good. And he's talking to himself in third person, so watch out. I was talking about the way Smoking was dressing back in School Center. Oh, I see. Sure, Pookie. Concealing your flirting in the chat. I understand. I like Willie, Waylon, and the boys too. I never got to see Willie Nelson, and I think I may have missed my chance. Metallica played in Denver fucking 2 days before I showed up. And my buddy is in one of the fucking music videos that they filmed on. I'm so jealous. I would have been right there next to him. Makes me so mad. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I can smell this burger. That's game over for me. I can't even think about anything except for this burger. But I'll play you some weird Tom Waits. I'd like to say it's a song, but it's not quite. Is Lunatic gone? Lunatic Farmer, the name of this song is Nirvana. I Thought of You. Although it has absolutely nothing to do with Nirvana, another band that I never got to see. When Kurt Cobain died, we did drive all the way from Pittsburgh to Seattle just to be part of it. And it was a miserable trip, but it was interesting to see Seattle. It fucking rained the whole time we were there. Yeah, who doesn't love Stevie Nicks? She's a pillar of rock and roll. And a fucking party animal. Like a legendary party animal. Legendary. Nobody fucking... She wanted to credit her blow dealer on her fucking album, and the record company was like, you can't do that. Good night, Narcos. Thanks for being here. I'm going to wrap it up. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. We'll start anew tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I'm going to sleep in a little bit. I'm thinking maybe as late as 11. Don't get mad. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we'll do a little drama. And I'm going to see... I never got to see Joan Jett either. But I just did look to see if there's any music of hers that I can play on my show, and there just isn't. It's a big red X. Now, if he puts me in detention with smoke and dressed like Axl, watch out! November 2019, I saw Willie at the CMA Awards. Broke my heart. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to even tour again, although he has a brand new song. Who else did I find it odd that just has a brand new song? No, that's it. Just 2 days ago, he put a new song out on YouTube. You guys should check it out. It's burn barrel time. Amen, brother. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Hope you show up. I'm going to first play the Tom Waits thing. I know it's not going to be everybody's bag, but I enjoy it. It's weird. It gave me a vibe of traveling, being in strange places and seeing different things. Let's see. I'll pop back in between after this and before I play my outro to say goodbye to you guys. Check this out. Tom Waits, and this is a piece. I'm going to call it a piece because it's not really a song. And this is entitled Nirvana. I have no idea what album it's off of or anything like that, but check it out. I like Tom Waits' song. It's not a song, it's just some weird art piece almost. What's he building in there? What is he building in there? It's so cool. All right, check it out, guys. Swap this out.
Not much chance. Completely cut loose from purpose. He was a young man riding a bus through North Carolina on the way to somewhere. And it began to snow. And the bus stopped at a little cafe in the hills, and the passengers entered. And he sat at the counter with the others, and he ordered, and the food arrived. And the meal was particularly good. And the coffee. The waitress was unlike the women he'd known. She was unaffected, and there was a natural humor which came from her. And the fry cook said crazy things, and the dishwasher in back laughed, a good, clean, pleasant laugh. And the young man watched the snow through the window, and he wanted to stay in that cafe forever. And the curious feeling swam through him that everything was beautiful there, and it would always stay. And then the bus driver told the passengers that it was time to board. And the young man thought, I'll just stay here. I'll just stay here. But then he rose and he followed the others onto the bus. He found his seat and he looked at the cafe through the window. And then the bus moved off down the curve, downward, out of the hills. And the young man looked straight forward. And he heard the other passengers speaking of other things, or they were reading or trying to sleep. And they hadn't noticed the magic. And the young man put his head to one side, closed his eyes, and pretended to sleep. There was nothing else to do. Just listen to the sound of the engine and the sound of the tires in the snow.
I'm not sure with a good conscience I can play my outro song after that. I'm going to leave it at that. If you get mad, don't worry. I'll play the outro tomorrow. Like I always say, guys, if you find yourself in an emergency tonight and the oxygen mask drops down, strap that shit on your face, have a couple deep breaths, get yourself in shape that you can take care of other people. And once you're in good enough shape for that, then fucking help other people. That's what we're here for. Until we meet again, Sinner out.